the marketing organizations have to have a constant flow of people coming in the front door because there's a constant flow going out the back door.
Okay.
Because there's a very high rate of attrition to agents that are first coming into the business. Usually about 50% of them will not make it to their first license renewal date, which is usually 2 or 3 years down the line. It's just, it's a tough thing to get established in. So the other dynamic that happens is the marketing organizations are constantly recruiting each other's agents. It's called poaching each other's agents from each other. And, you know, it causes some churn in the industry, but it's, you know, it's good for us because we provide the vehicle to do that. So, and that's really what these calling campaigns are. We are providing introductions between the insurance producers and these marketing organizations. We basically get on the phone and we try and engage these independent agents by offering them, you know, something they're not getting with their current marketing organization, or if they don't have a marketing organization, getting them the benefits of affiliating with one. And, you know, these marketing organizations will do an awful lot, and they will invest a lot of money to develop and train a good producer, because it's obviously in their best interest to do so. And they'll even do a lot of very extravagant things. They'll take their agents on cruises. They'll take them to Europe. They'll, you know, just all this kind of stuff that gives it more of a sense of community and, you know, of some security for these independent folks. So basically, all we are trying to do is pique the producer's interest on the phone so that they would be willing to talk to designated recruiters at the marketing organizations that we're representing on the phone. So that's really our job, is just getting that introduction, piquing the client, the recipient's interest, and putting them in touch with our client, who is the marketing organization, so they can take that introduction and that potential relationship to the next step. So basically, that is the, you know, the maybe 20,000-foot view.
Great.
And we can talk about any other questions or any other, you know, mechanics of it. This is a great time to do it.
This is Carlin, and Chuck, I actually had that aha moment. I'm like, okay, I now understand. You know, the problem, the goal is that 50% churn rate that they have on the back side is that they're always trying to find these recruiters and kind of sifting through. And being an independent broker or producer basically means you're out there on your own, and then it's kind of like joining a sorority or a fraternity. If you join one of these campaigns or marketing campaigns, then you would be able to actually have the support given to you. It's not something that is just out there given to everybody. You've got to join in to be able to benefit. Is that correct?
Exactly. Like I said, the perks can stand for a producer that's bringing in a decent amount of business into the marketing organization. They have some very significant perks that they will offer. So it's a very good deal for the producer, and it's a very good deal for the marketing organization, because they're basically, you know, it's almost a little bit like multi-level marketing, but legal.
Okay, that's what it sounds like, and that actually sparks another question that I have on that. Now, I know when I used to sell real estate, because we were licensed and looked at in one of the security divisions, that we weren't able to do these perks and things like that. And is that really, with this legislation that's going on, should they decide that this needs to be a a securities type of business, that changes your whole game plan. Is that correct?
It really could change the dynamics of the entire industry. Now, it depends on at what level it would change. If a lot of the focus is on the variable piece of the pie here.
Okay, not the fixed necessarily.
Well, it depends. Some people want to take any annuity product, or all annuity products, I should say, and make them subject to the same kind of rules and regulations that apply to stocks and bonds and commodities and things like that. Then you would probably see a lot of this go away, because then you would need to have a broker-dealer who is licensed with the Security and Exchange Commission be the intermediary between the producer and the carrier, because on the the folks that sell stocks and bonds and whatnot, they're known as registered representatives, and they are licensed and regulated on both a state and a federal level. So it is a much, much more tightly enforced and regulated environment. But there's a lot of controversy right now in the industry about whether or not this legislation should go through, and if it's enacted, will it apply only to the variable products and not the fixed products. There's been some controversy in the industry about how some of these products are being sold, and so the industry is trying to respond to that. But it's it could change the game. I don't see it very soon. I think even if it makes it through the Congress, I think there would be legal challenges to it. So it's I don't know. It's still very much up in the air.
Okay, great. That really answers all of my questions on that.
And I think the only question that I had, this is Lori, by the way, is so our role when we're doing this for like Producers Web or all that agent media and stuff like that, our role is basically trying to offer these independent agents a possibly better deal than what they have now to kind of scooch over and do business with this other company. Is that correct?
Exactly right.
Okay. I get it. That makes a little bit more sense to me then.
And then the good thing about this, the dynamic here is, the dynamic and the basics here of these campaigns don't really change, even if the client we are representing does change.
Mm-hmm.
They're all basically trying to do the same
thing.
So whether you're saying, hi, I'm calling for ABC Marketing Company or XYZ Marketing Company, you don't really need a lot of extra training to change, from one to the other, because it's basically the same sale. It's just for a different end user.
Just a different name, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
so
possibly
that's
different incentives.
Yeah, like, hey, we're offering, X% commission, and, we also have a trip to Tahiti once a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, it's just minor variations, but the real meat and potatoes of the campaign will stay consistent from, from client to client.
Right.